stand in the way of that right?
You know what? I've been reading this all day, and it kind of reminds me of when Geraldo Rivera opened Al Capone's vault. There was a lot of hype, and then there was nothing in it. I don't know.
Well, then why would Democrats who had, wait, hold on, then why would Democrats, if there's nothing in it, every Democrat in the House had a chance to read this, every single one.
Right.
Why would they, having read it, tell me that I'm not allowed to see it? I'm confused. You're making two arguments that contradict one another.
Let me tell you something. I'm watching this document now. I'm looking at this document now. They probably should have just said let it out because it proves nothing. It doesn't endanger the Russia probe. It actually shows that Papadopoulos was under surveillance for good reason. There's a lot of things in there that actually prove the case that a lot of Democrats have been making on the Hill.
Look, I'm not here to rebut the rationale for the Russia probe. That may be another show. But this memo doesn't speak to those things. You're right. I said it at the outset.
Right.
What it speaks to is the surveillance of an American citizen called Carter Page, who graduated from the Naval Academy and has in the years since shown no evidence at all that he's working for the Russian government.
That's not true. That's not true at all.
Okay,
Carter Page has been under surveillance by the FBI since 2013 when he was approached by the Russians, and he was told that he was being recruited by the Russians.
But you're missing this. Hold on.
Yeah.
There's no evidence. I'm not saying he wasn't surveilled. Indeed, he was surveilled. That's the point. There's no. In order to be surveilled, the Obama Justice Department had to make the case that he was a foreign agent. There's no evidence that he was a foreign agent. That is a slander against him. So where's the evidence that he was working for Russia, that he betrayed America?
Well, this memo isn't concerned about evidence. This memo is concerned about Devin Nunes. Since 2013, the FBI has been warning Carter Page about Russians trying to recruit him. He continued down the same path.
But that doesn't mean that he. Oh, so he's guilty? Is that so? It's a really simple question. Do you think that Carter Page has betrayed his country by working for a hostile foreign nation? That's the claim the Obama Justice Department made to a FISA court 4 times.
I don't know.
I want to know, is it true or not?
I don't know if it's true or not, but when we see the underlying source document,
kind of a heavy charge to make against a man, don't you think?
When we see the source documents, we're going to find out what Carter Page was doing with the Russians and how that connected to the Trump
Well, why is he
campaign.
not in jail? Why does Carter Page stride a free man when he has betrayed his country? These are very heavy charges you guys are throwing around against someone who has not been indicted or convicted and against whom there is no publicly available evidence. And I don't understand why you continue to do that.
Why Carter Page is walking the street is a question that should keep a lot of Republicans up at night. Let's just leave it at that.
You know, it's hard to believe you would say something like that on live television. Do you have evidence that he is working against America?
No, I have absolutely no evidence. But when a guy has been under surveillance by the FBI since 2013, and there were 4 FISA renewals.
Martin Luther King was under surveillance for more than a decade by the FBI. Does that mean he's guilty?
You cannot
what is
get
this?
a FISA renewal unless you show the judge you have evidence that the American citizen was involved with what you are claiming he was involved with.
But we know now, and it's indisputable, that at least part of that evidence, the lead of the FISA request, was the Trump dossier, which the FBI itself...
That is not what this memo even says. It does not say that.
It certainly does say that.
And it surely doesn't prove that. That's for sure.
Okay. I just want to restate one question to you.
Yeah.
Do you have evidence, any evidence, that Carter Page is guilty of the crimes you've charged him with on this show?
Absolutely
and the crime specifically,
not. I don't know if
then you probably shouldn't suggest he's guilty of betraying his country.
Well, I didn't say he was guilty. I think he might be talking to some people, and that's probably why he's still walking the streets.
Well, this is getting really heavy. Okay, thank you, Chris.
I
appreciate it. Could even more documents be on the way? A renowned law professor explains whether today's release could set a new precedent for transparency where you might have a tiny shot of understanding what your government is doing in your name. Stay tuned.
With